guys, for Tag Tuesday this week, we are going to be doing a little something different. We're going to give you some tips for living together for the first time. Me and Nick moved in together about 1 month before we got married, so it gave us a little bit of time to get acclimated to being with each other before, we walked down the aisle. We're going to give you just some of our, some really good tips that we really enjoyed, or some really good tips that really helped us when we first moved in together. And the first tip is be yourself.
Be yourself. Be yourself. And forget all the rest.
Be yourself. No matter how crazy is.
Just like that. Crazy.
Anyway.
Don't hide the crazy. Because if you do, people are going to wake up one day, a person's going to wake up one day and be like, who the heck are you?
I definitely agree. Definitely just, before you move with each other, make sure that you're in a point in your relationship where all of the little pretenses are off. I know, like, in the beginning of a relationship, you really want to be Mr. or Miss Perfect, and you want to kind of hide the little crazy facts about yourself. But before you even think about moving in with each other, make sure you're at the point in your relationship where, let's face it, that you're ready to fart in front of each other, because when you're living together, there's nowhere for you to escape. So if you can't fart in front of someone, don't move in with each other. But definitely just make sure you move in. Just be yourself.
Is that the main indicator that you're ready to move in?
I think that is the number one indicator that you're ready to move in with each other. Number 2, be respectful of each other's upbringings. This one is really, really important because no matter what type of couple, whether you're an interracial couple or whether you're just a regular, normal, same race couple, you would have normally grown up in 2 different households. And with every household, there is a different, there's just a different system of which you grew up. And it's really important that you're respectful of each other's cultural differences and different upbringings, because they both bring something new and special to the table. And I think you should simply be open and respectful of it. And just take the time to understand that, hey, I may do this way, but he or she does this the other way. And it's okay if things are done that way.
Just like church.
Yes. Especially if you both come from 2 different religious backgrounds. It's definitely good to have an opportunity to visit the other person's church and kind of see what it's about, because, you never know, especially when it comes to church, you may have grown up in this particular religion or sect of religion, and they may have grown up in another one. And it doesn't hurt to just go to that person's church and just kind of see what it's all about before you kind of pass judgment. I know there's a lot.
Before you label the other people.
Before you label the other people, or before
he's a
this, she's a this, and these people are known for being this and that. Obviously there's something that attracted to you to them in the first place, and obviously there's a reason that you love each other and you want to get married. So, look past some of the general stereotypes that come with being this or being that, whether it be religion or whether it be race or whether it be any number of things, or living from the north or living in the south, or whatever kind of labels. Just kind of put those aside and look at who the person is, and then be respectful of that person's upbringing, because it built who they are, and that's why you love them.
Number 3, expect to make changes and be open to them. Let's face it, if nothing else, your closet space is going to change. Yeah, your closet space is going to change. All of a sudden, now you have, depending on how it works, now you have 2 of everything. You got an extra bed set, you got extra dishes, you got extra silverware. You got to figure out what you're going to keep, what you're not going to keep. Which pet goes to the pound, which one you keep. I'm just saying, all of a sudden, the things that you may not have realized bugged you are going to bug you, or things that normally don't bother you may bother the other person. Like, oh, that, whatever has been there for a day, that's fine. Or it's been there for an hour, or it's been whatever, so it's neat.
Yeah, I definitely like one of my biggest pet peeves is open doors, like open cabinet doors or left on lights and stuff like that. And I had to learn to either just go close it myself or to just get over it because, I can't sit here and have little arguments every day about why'd you leave the light on? Why is that door open? It's just one of those things. And then I personally can let a dish sit there until mold grows on it. And he obviously can't have a dish there for more than like 2 seconds. So he's learned to kind of compromise and realize that, hey, if I have a problem with the dishes, I'm going to go clean them. And since I hate washing dishes, it works out really great for me.
Yeah, it does work that way. No, you're really bad about putting caps on anything.
Oh, yeah. I'm terrible about putting caps on things.
There's like a call come in, there's no cap on the toothpaste. I pick up a jar. I learn not to. That's what you learn.
Don't pick up anything from the lid in my house.
I've learned, and your whole family's like that.
Yeah, like I'll put a lid on top of it, but I won't screw it on.
Or you'll screw it on just a little bit, but it's actually screwed on crooked. So it's like, what the heck? And so, but yeah, your whole family's like that, but
yeah,
my whole family's kind of the same way about dishes, so.
Yeah, I guess that goes back to respecting each other's upbringings. We just kind of, you have to know that people come from different places and you have to learn to compromise. Or do it yourself. Number 4, experiment with food. And this is one of the things that really, I think, brought us together so much is us in the kitchen cooking. Like, I started off and I didn't know how to cook anything. Like, I could not cook one thing. I could not boil water. I was terrible. And so when we first moved in together and we first got married and while we were dating, we just started cooking together and trying new recipes. Like, every day was a new recipe, especially for me since I didn't cook. So that was really fun, and I think that really helped bring us together through food. And then also with food, he is half Korean, so his mom,
from New York,
and his dad's from New York, which brought nothing because I didn't eat anything from New York. Like, what's New York
My dad's
food?
never made you any. My dad's never made you all his like pizza and stuff like that, has he?
We made pizza, but that's normal.
No, New York style pizza. I guess my dad didn't.
You didn't make any dough or anything. It was just those.
Made dough before.
Not for me.
Oh.
So I've only had.
That must be the other way.
Anyway, so I definitely got a great cultural experience through food, through his mom, who is Korean and made all these delicious dishes. And
I grew up around Filipinos, and my aunt's Thai.
Yeah, but I've mostly just had Korean food. I've never had any of your aunt's food or anything like that. So I've had tons of food experience through his family, and he's had some food experiences through mine. Mostly,
everything has sugar and butter.
Yeah, my parents are Southern. Everything has butter and sugar, and it's like bacon. Extremely fattening, like bacon. Like, there's nothing that you can eat that is healthy. If it's a vegetable,
there's a like I cook a sweet potato. There's not really too much I do to it. I may not do anything. I may just warm it up and eat it. But your parents is like a pound of butter. Not really a pound of butter. It was a whole bunch of butter and sugar and whatever else.
They do candied sweet potatoes. Like, he was just like shocked by the level.
That's not. We're still getting vegetables. No,
like
no.
I never knew the taste of vegetables until after I moved out of my parents' house because everything is covered in salt, sugar, bacon, fat, butter. Like, there's no vegetables.
But I mean, sweet potatoes have a completely different taste.
Yeah, like, I finally learned the taste of sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes are naturally sweet.
Which are naturally sweet. Shocked the heck out of me. I really seriously.
They don't need a cup of sugar.
Like, I wouldn't even eat my parents' sweet potatoes until I was an adult because it was just like so sugary. Like, a cup of sugar, half a stick of butter for like one sweet potato. I'm not even kidding. Anyway, but we definitely experimented with food and just got to learn we got to learn each other's cultural backgrounds just through our food, and that was amazing.
Watching our moms cook.
That's
a completely different story there.
Yeah, my mom rarely cooks. Watching my dad cook.
She cooks. Your mom supervises.
Yeah, my mom is the supervisor.
She's like, I'll just cook, I'll just watch. And by the time it's done, she's like, no, you're supposed to do it this way.
Yeah. Anyway, but we definitely, between eating with our families and making food with each other and just creating like our own family dishes that we make,
Oh,
and
yeah.
and that is amazing. Just having like
you have the meal or a set meal that's like it has getting special meetings and stuff like that.
yeah. Like we have like our anniversary dinner, the thing that like it's the food that he first made me on our first date, and like we have spaghetti, which is special to us because it's the only thing that I could make, and it's the first thing that I made him. And there's so many dishes that are just kind of our dishes, and I think that that's so amazing.
Spaghetti with tequila salt.
There's a long story with that.
Yeah.
There was an accident with that, but anyway. Definitely, one of the ways to kind of bring yourselves together is experimenting with food. And finally, our last tip is making your home a home for both of you, whether it be going and buying like this one item that is yours together, because you're definitely coming in with your own stuff usually. And so just making your home together, just going out and getting like maybe one item or just redecorating the whole place so it's a whole nother theme, so it's your place together.
No. So it's our place.
Yeah, your place together.
Yours more singular.
Well, if I say our place, that means it's us. So I'm saying your place, like y'all's place.
Oh.
Anyway, make it your place together rather than your personal stuff and their personal stuff. Just kind of go through and say, this is going to be our style. It's no longer going to be my style clashing with your style. Create your new style as you two together. And I think that that's one of the things that really brought us together and made living together really great with us. Because when we first...
Paint a room.
Yeah, paint a room together. That's always fun. Like, not only does it bring, like, personality to your space, but you get to see what it's like to work with one another doing one of the simplest kind of home repair kind of things, just going through and painting and coming up with your color palette for your house, which is something that's really fun for me, maybe not necessarily fun for him, but it definitely makes our home.
It's interesting. You can discover what colors the other person really likes.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, let's look at this, and you're going to figure out there's probably only 3 colors in the whole freaking color wheel that people are really going to be interested in. Mm-hmm. Green, blue, kind of like a gray for you.
Yeah.
Definitely not red.
Oh, I hate red.
Pinks, yellows, purples, not really.
Anything on the warm side of the spectrum, I'm not into.
Yeah.
I'm a cool colors kind of person.
Blue, green, and a gray kind of.
Blue, green, gray, beige. Neutral colors. Yeah. So, yeah, just kind of going through and going to the home store every day, looking at paint swatches.
It's kind of cool because then you get to figure out. They figure out what color you like, but you didn't realize you like. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So, buy you more pink stuff. Yeah. Yeah,
I don't like pink.
You got pink. You got the pink hat. Looks nice.
I do.
But it's cool because you start making your place, our place, Anyways, be patient, be truthful, be yourself. Do something together once you move in. Buy a dresser or something like that. Get everything set up.
You're probably going to need a dresser.
And we both hope that when you move in, when you start living with that other person, that it works out real smooth and, you learn some new things about yourself and the other person. So,
like you said, thank you guys for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our channel. We make new videos every week. Leave comments down below for any tips that you have for moving in with each other, or any kind of funny stories. We'd love to see a video response. Be sure to like and subscribe, and thank you guys so much. Bye.